Girl Stephanie C. Dixon, the Inspirational Diva, host of the Inspirational Diva Show, brought to you by Home Care Network, bringing healthcare home. Now, we have a special show today because we have the one and only Pastor Oscar Epps of the Community Missionary Baptist Church located in Desoto, Texas. And he's going to be on the show talking to us about his Second Chance Job and Resource Fair. Now, this is more than just a job fair. As I said, it is a resource fair. And there are going to be so many resources that you may need, whether it's job, expungement of criminal records, buying a home, just many things that you may need. So he's going to be talking to us about this job and resource fair that is going to be Saturday, August 27th from 9 a.m. until 1 p.m. So stay tuned and we'll be right back.
It's Saturday, you know what's up on the radio with the Diva. 10:30 a.m. Gonna tell your friends that you're on the radio with the Diva.
You discover faith for the journey. I'm talking strength for the mission. Right here with Stephanie Dixon, Inspirational Diva. This one for all my believers. How you learning and living right here with Stephanie Dixon.
She has it all.
Real talk, real faith, real truth.
Got it all.
Got the news, got the hits, got the scoop.
Got it all.
This the Inspirational Diva.
You can only tell your friends that you're on the radio with the Diva.
C. Dixon, the Inspirational Diva, and you are tuned into the Inspirational Diva Show, brought to you by Home Care Network, bringing healthcare home. And as I stated earlier, I am here with the one and only Pastor Oscar Epps, pastor of Community Missionary Baptist Church in DeSoto, Texas, and he is here to tell us about his Second Chance Job and Resource Fair. How are you, Pastor Epps?
Hello, Stephanie. How are you? All is well with me.
Good, good, good. It is so good to have you on the show to talk about this very important event that you are having on August 27th from 9 a.m. until 1 p.m. But before we do, tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do. We know you're a pastor of a church. What church is that and where are you located?
I am Oscar Epps. I'm from Dallas, been in Dallas my whole life. Graduated from Kimball High School. My mom had 7 girls, and on the 8th try, she finally got it right. So I'm the last of the Mohicans, the 8th child of 8 children, 7 girls, and then me. I'm the founding pastor of Community Church. We're 29 years old, and God blessed us to start that church, start this church rather, and He has just added and blessed and added. So we're local, we're here, we're very involved and just very excited.
Awesome, awesome. Now, with you being a Dallasite, are you a Dallas Cowboy fan?
There are only 2 fans in the world, and that's Cowboy fans and those that want to be.
I love it. I love it. Okay. All right. Now, does that answer the question that you are one of those?
I am definitely one of those. Win, lose, or draw, we are Cowboy fans.
You think we're going to have a good season?
You know, we going optimistic every year, but it looked kind of promising this year more than lately.
Good, good, good. All right, all right. All right, so Pastor F, let's talk about this event. This is the Second Chance Job and Resource Fair. Now, this is your second time doing this event, correct?
It is.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about the Second Chance Job and Resource Fair.
The Second Chance Job and Resource Fair was brought about to be inclusive of those who've made some bad decisions in life and got caught up in a penal system. And as a result, society has basically written people off. And we wanted to do something to be inclusive of those that society has written off, to get them back into the mainstream of life, to get them reacclimated into the workforce. And we came up with this idea of a Second Chance Job Fair.
So how successful was the first Second Chance Job Fair?
I tell you, the very first one, it just went way over everyone's expectation. People were hired on the spot. People are still working. Some folks have been promoted as a result,
Right.
Even though their criminal history was there. They have been blessed by an employer taking a chance on them, and they are definitely doing a great job.
How important is that for any potential employers out there that are listening, Pastor Epps? How important is it for them to consider taking that second chance for, on maybe an offender whose criminal record, maybe their crime wasn't, just one of a detriment nature, maybe somebody that was in jail for robbery or something minor. How important is it? Because a lot of times we stereotype people and say, okay, they've been to jail, they're not this, they're not that, they're not going to be dependable. How important is it for these potential employees to take the second chance on someone?
I think it's super important because when we look at life from the mirror perspective, all of us are recipients of another chance more than a second chance.
Yeah.
And, if it was a second chance, I'd have ran out of that a long time ago. Fortunately, I think that when people oftentimes go through the system and see that side of life, once they come out, they don't want to go back to that system. I am convinced that several people that go back to repeat offenders is because there are no opportunities once they come out that would afford them to gain life in a meaningful way.
Correct. I totally agree with that. Now, just looking at the information provided to me, it says a few of the employers and vendors that will be attending, for those that's listening, we have FedEx, we have Amazon, we have Big Class Trucking, CSP Health Services, Cash Saver, City of Dallas Code Compliance Services, City of Desoto, DISD, and UPS. So those are some of the employers and vendors that will be attending this event. How difficult, or is it difficult at all, to get employers or vendors to be a part of this event, especially now being in this season where we're, in the middle of these pandemics and other things happening? Was it difficult to even get them to be a part of this?
Not the crew that we have, because the majority of them were a part of the first one. And as a result, they were recipients of some great employees. And they understand even more so now that there is an urgency, if you will, for those that have gotten caught up in the penal system to have a brand new start, if you will, to life. And therefore they understand and realize that they have the ability to get some great employees out of this whole deal.
Right. Now, one of the things that will be happening at this Second Chance Job and Resource Fair is that there will be record expungement and non-disclosure agreements. Can you explain that?
Oftentimes there are people whose records will continue to stay in their future, and as a result of certain crimes, once an employer see it, they just right away turn away. And certain crimes have the ability to have a non-disclosure or completely be wiped away. And those that are that fit that mold, we are going to do what we can to help those people start the process. We have judges that will be there to talk on this, to look at what it is and to say, yes, we can disclose this. Yes, we can seal this. Yes, you need to work on getting this expunged. It's not that they're going to do those things right there on the spot, but they will walk away with the knowledge of how to and where to go in order to make those things happen for those crimes that fit that particular ordeal.
And Pastor Epps, that's the good thing that you have that, because I do have some knowledge of expungement and having conversations with other people about it. Some people, they don't even know that they that is even that can even be offered to them. They don't even know that their crime could be possibly expunged from their records to not even be seen again. So it's good that you're having someone that will at least start the process to see if they are one of those that qualify for expungement.
Yes, it's very, very important, because there are sometimes, people are wrongfully locked up.
Right.
You understand that. There are sometimes that people are locked up that need to be locked up.
Mm-hmm.
But once you pay your debt to society that I think society never allows you to pay in full, there need to be a way for you to be able to get back into society as a normal person. And these are ways that I believe can help these people achieve that.
Right. And I want to say to the listeners out there, because I have had a show before where we had someone on the show talking about expungement, and they didn't know that they possibly could qualify for it, but they were still afraid to come out and see. I want to encourage you to please go, because this could be a start to a brand new future for you, a brand new life for you, because something on your criminal record could be a hindrance to you, excuse me, getting a potential job. So if you know someone, or you are someone that are experiencing this issue, please go out to this Second Chance Job and Resource Fair. Again, it is August 27th from 9 a.m. until 1 p.m. And Pastor Epps, let them know where this job fair will be.
This job fair will be at our Desoto campus, which is located at 115 West Beltline in Desoto, right at the corner of Hampton and Beltline in our Family Life Center. Okay,
and it is from 9 a.m. until 1 p.m. And how much does it cost to attend this fair?
Man, listen, this thing is 100% free. And if I may, let me interject this. Don't worry about your attire. We have attires. We have clothes, men, women. If you need it, we have it. And it's not just for that day, it's for you to take with you. And it's just going to be a phenomenal, holistic help for people who are in need.
So Pastor F, since you did mention attire, tell us about the clothing store that you have.
We reached out to our membership and asked our membership to reach out to friends and family. And what the plea was is for them to donate clothing items that people would still wear, including them, but they just can't fit anymore. You know, some ladies still have some 6s and they've made it to a 10. And if they're not going back that way, come on, give up those clothes. And we have had an enormous supply of clothes, shoes, and other things to come in. And we're even going to take monies from our pockets and help those people who are needing underclothes and help some people purchase those things. We didn't want any used undergarments, so we're going to purchase those things for people who are in need. But we're not just letting them have the one outfit that they want for that day. They can take outfits home for future use.
Now, Pastor Epps, I do work with an organization that they collect clothes as well. And one thing they always have a problem with is getting men clothes. Do you have that problem, or would you like to make a plea for men clothing?
We have not had that problem through this situation. It has been a great response from all sizes, from both genders, and we are doing well. Awesome. However, I will say we're not turning away anything that people would wear. We don't want junk, and we won't put junk out there. If we wouldn't wear it, we're not going to set it out for someone else to wear.
Okay. All right, so we're going to take a quick break right quick, but when we come back, we're going to talk about some of the other resources that will be at the Second Chance Job and Resource Fair on Saturday, August 27th from 9 a.m. until 1 p.m. at the Community Missionary Baptist Church located in Desoto on the corner of Beltline and Hampton Rd. So keep it locked here on the Inspirational Diva Show, and we'll be right back with Pastor Oscar Epps.
Home Care Network brings healthcare in the comfort of your home. Our skilled nurses can cover everything that you would get in a hospital, from wound care management, pulmonary and cardiac care, medication management, and physical, occupational, speech therapy, x-rays, and more. Home Care Network has 3 locations in DeSoto, Rockwall, and Palestine. Visit homecarenetwork.com or on Facebook at Home Care Network TX. Home Care Network, the care you need in the comfort of your home.
everybody, it's your girl Stephanie C. Dixon, the Inspirational Diva, and you are tuned into the Inspirational Diva Show, brought to you by Home Care Network, bringing healthcare home. And we are continuing our conversation with Pastor Oscar Epps, and he is talking to us about the Second Chance Job and Resource Fair that is going to be Saturday, August 27th from 9 a.m. until 1 p.m. Now, we've talked about the clothing store that you've had, we've talked about the employment opportunities that are going to be provided there at the Second Chance Job and Resource Fair, but you also have some other resources that will be there. So you have Home Buyers Association. So talk to us about the Home Buyers Association and what their role is in the Second Chance Job and Resource Fair.
Well, the Home Buyers Association are people who are coming to educate us on the processes and procedures of buying a new home, as well as can give up to $6,000 and teach you how to get free monies for your down payment. These are experts that we're bringing in for this particular situation, just so people can understand what's all out there. There are all times that we don't have the knowledge that we need, that others have been afforded in order to get ahead. So we're just looking holistic at the whole thing and trying to provide means and avenues for people to know what's available to them.
And that's good too, because, you know, especially now what they're saying, this is maybe a seller's market, but not so much a buyer's market. And a lot of people are really wanting to buy homes, and they think they have certain hindrances, whether it be their credit or their finances. And so you said that they're offering, you know, if they qualify, up to $6,000 toward the purchase of a home. So that is a good thing for any potential home buyers out there. Please at least just go to the resource fair so that you can at least just get the information, because I'm sure they will let potential buyers know, those that are seeking to purchase a home, give them information on, even if you don't qualify right now at this moment, give them information as to what they need to do so that they can qualify.
Right. I mean, so that they can give you the educated piece so you can prepare yourself and start working on the small things to put you in a position so when you're ready to buy, there won't be any other hiccups. Right.
And so, of course, you will find this resource at the Second Chance Job and Resource Fair. Again, it is going to be Saturday, August 27th from 9 a.m. until 1 p.m. Another resource that they will have is the on-site computer lab. And it says, with the human resources team to assist with creating and updating resumes, getting a LinkedIn presence, and more. Now, Pastor Epps, there are so many people out there that are so, they're not computer literate at all. So to have this on-site, computer lab on there to assist with that is so important, because I have had people to contact me and say, can I send you my resume and you have me updated? I'm like, oh, okay. So that is an important resource to have. So just talk to us about that.
I tell you what, God has blessed us to have this computer lab in-house at church. And we have some computer specialists who work on computers on their jobs. So a couple of these guys have gotten together and updated our computers, made sure that all of them are up to par. And then we're having human resource specialists. All of these people work in human resources on their jobs. So they know how a resume should look. They know what's the outlay of a resume, what should and should not be on it, how many pages it should or should not be. And those people are going to be there, not to help you with, but also to make sure that when you leave, you have a resume that will be presentable for any other opportunities of employment that might come your way. You'll walk away with a resume in your hand and a resume ready to give to those that are hiring on the spot at this job fair.
That is so awesome, because I'm glad you said what you said about how many pages, because a lot of times people put every job that they've ever had from high school on up to 45 years old now. So they have like a 5 to 6 page resume, and it's all of that is not needed. So it's good that you would have those persons that work in human resources that know exactly what is expected to be seen on a resume. So you don't have to put every job for when you were in high school up until now. It's good to know you've been working that long, but you don't need all of that.
And oftentimes what I've discovered is when a company get a resume of that magnitude, they never read it.
Yeah, they just toss it. Yeah, so we've heard that several times that they don't even take the chance to read it. So it should be just 1 page long from what I'm told. But it's good to know that if you don't know what to put on there, the people, the person, the human resources persons at the resource fair, they can assist you with that. So make sure that if you go, you have ready all of the information that they will need for you to be able to help you with your resume. A lot of times people go ill prepared and they say, well, I don't know what to bring, but you need to have your date of birth and just certain things that employers ask you for. You'll need to have that. So make sure you have that ready so that they can help you with getting your resume together. I'm excited about that. I think that is so good.
I am looking so forward to this thing again. Let me interject that this is not only for people with criminal histories.
Right.
This is for people who are just looking as well and have not had any luck in finding a job. You're welcome to come because this is not strictly to hire people with criminal backgrounds. This is to hire people.
Good. Now, another very, very, very important resource that you're going to have at the Second Chance Job and Resource Fair, voter registration.
Yeah.
It is so important. Right now, of course, they tell us to rock the vote, go vote, 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 vote. But a lot of people have not registered to vote. And I like this, especially I think a lot of times, and this is just my opinion, I think a lot of times we appeal to older people. But I think, Pastor Epps, we also need to appeal to those persons that have turned voting age, the younger people, and let them know the importance of registering to vote. Let them know the importance of voting for more than just the presidential election, but the primaries and the local election. So talk to us about that, Pastor Epps.
I contend in our community church that the very most important voting opportunities are those that affect you immediately. Your school board, your city council, stuff of that nature in your general area. That's where your biggest concerns are. Yes, we do need to vote for the president, but these things that have the imminent effect on you are truly those things that you need to be voting for. But again, as you forestated, you cannot vote if you're not registered to vote. So it is imperative that we take advantage to do what people died for us to do. And we need to make sure that we are registered voters, and not just registered, but that we do get out and vote. I share with community church. You can't open your mouth and say anything about anything that's going on if you haven't taken the responsibility to get out and vote.
And another thing too, is that those persons that maybe do have a criminal background, some of them don't even know if they can register to vote. So we especially need them to go out to see if they can, because a lot of them can, and they just think that has been a hindrance to their voting right. And we want everyone that can to that are qualified to register to vote to go out and do it. So don't let your criminal background be a hindrance. Go find out. Go to this job fair, this resource fair on Saturday, August 27th from 9 a.m. until 1 p.m. And if you're listening and you know someone that needs to get this information, make sure you send it out to them, because we want everyone to come. And it's not just for those with criminal backgrounds, as Pastor Epps has said. This is for anybody that can benefit from these resources. So again, you stated earlier, if you can just tell those that probably tuned in late about the success of the first Second Chance Job and Resource Fair. Just tell them the success rate of that one.
The success rate has been, just phenomenal. And this was better than the Wait We View Heaven. God rejoices over one sinner that repenteth rather than 99 just people. That's great.
Yes.
But this is bigger than one person getting hired. I can't share with you how many or even a percentage, but I can tell you several people got gainful employment. And the great thing about it is these are not $8 and $9 jobs. These are $17, $18, $20 jobs that these employers are bringing to this job fair. So it's not, well, you're criminal, we can, you have a criminal history, we can hit you low. No, these jobs are paying $17 up to $20, $22 an hour.
Awesome. Now, Pastor Epps, earlier we did talk about your clothing store, and the information that I was given, it says our Second Chance Success clothing store is open for business on Tuesday through Thursday from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. now through the day of the event, and all day the day of the event. So they're asking that if you need clothing for the event, that you go in prior to the event, which is August 27th. So they're open from Tuesday through Thursday from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. So if you need something to wear and you want to be presentable, because they may be hiring on the spot. So if you need something, please make sure you go. Can you tell us where the clothing store is located?
Well, the only entrance that will be opened at the church is right there, and someone right there at the door that will let you in will direct you to the door and the people that will be serving you there. And let me share, let me remove a word. You say they may hire you. These people are coming to hire.
Okay.
They're not just coming to talk about the possibilities. They are coming looking for candidates that will fit their need. And
Okay.
they are hiring right there on the spot. Before you leave Saturday, you can be one of these candidates for a job.
Awesome. Awesome. Good. And
It would also be advantageous to be an early comer, because if they have 10 slots and you get there at 12 and you close at 1, that could have been
right.
people that came before you that were not as qualified, but they were the best that was there at the time.
Right. Right.
So they're not going to wait till the very end to determine who was. If they see someone like the person they see, I guarantee you they're going to offer a job right there.
Right. And so for anyone that's asking, how much does it cost to attend the Second Chance Job and Resource Fair? What is the cost, Pastor Epps?
I want to say bring the pastor a love offering, but don't even do that. Just come. Just come and be blessed with the resources that are available. It's absolutely 100% no charge of no sort at all.
Good. So once again, to recap everyone, this is Pastor Oscar Epps, the pastor of the Community Missionary Baptist Church located in Desoto, Texas. And on Saturday, August 27th from 9 a.m. until 1 p.m., their church will be having the Second Chance Job and Resource Fair. Please go. Some of the information there will be the Home Buyers Association, the on-site computer lab, voter registration, and a few of the employees and vendors that will be attending is FedEx, Amazon, Big Class Trucking, CSP Health Services, Cash Saver, City of Dallas Code Compliance Services, City of Desoto, Desoto ISD, and UPS. Everyone, please make sure that you make it your business to be there on Saturday. Where is there? The Community Missionary Baptist Church located at what address, Pastor Epps?
115 West Beltline Road in DeSoto, Texas, right at the corner of Hampton and Beltline.
Okay. Now, Pastor Epps, we've talked about the Second Chance Second Chance Job and Resource Fair. But your church, away from that, you have other community activities that you do. We have that you've hosted a number of programs that have helped our community. Monthly, you feed the community on second Saturday and fourth Wednesday. Tell us about that.
We have partnered with a food bank, and we, on those dates that you mentioned, Wednesday, one Wednesday a month, one Saturday a month at each of our locations. The Wednesday feeding is that the second Wednesday? It's the fourth Wednesday, and that comes at the Cedar Hill location, located at 820 East Wintergreen in Cedar Hill. You come, you will go away with food. And then the second Saturday of each month at the Beltline location where the job fair will be held, You come, you will go away with food. We just give this food away until it's all gone. And we are giving away to the sound of 2,500 cases of food at each food drive.
That is amazing. And a lot of people need that.
Yes.
In this day and time. So now, Pastor Epps, tell us also about the Epps School of Ministry.
The Epps School of Ministry. What we are doing through the Epps School of Ministry is we're training leaders and teachers on just basic Bible, trying to help give the knowledge needed in order to rightfully divide the word of truth. We understand there are a lot of words going out, but it's not all from a biblical perspective. It is what we call a lot of eisegeting going on, where people are putting in their thoughts and what they think, opposed to exegeting the text, where it's just teaching the authentic word of God. And we are housing that thing. Basically, it is it's through the internet, and there are some in-person classes as well.
Awesome. So, Pastor Epps, tell us, we know that your church is located in Desoto, Community Missionary Baptist Church. What are your service times in case somebody wants to come and worship with you?
Well, check this out. Actually, we worship out of 2 locations.
Mm-hmm.
We're one church in 2 locations. We have a Cedar Hill location and a DeSoto location. Our DeSoto location is Sundays at 8:45, and then our 10:45 service on Sundays is at our Cedar Hill location. And I am preaching both services. I leave one campus and go to the other. We're not 2 churches. We're one church in 2 locations.
Awesome.
So that's 8:45 and 10:45.
All right. So give us those addresses again.
The one in DeSoto, that's 8:45 on Sundays. That's 115 West Beltline Road. That's also the same place where the job fair and resource is going to take place. And the second service at 10:45 is 820 East Wintergreen in Cedar Hill. That's about a half a block west of Wintergreen and 67.
Awesome. Now, Pastor Epps, we see that you and your church, you stay really, really busy, especially in the community and abroad, and we're grateful for that. Tell us, what do you see next for Pastor Epps?
Well, next for Pastor Epps is to find new ways to continue to be innovative and very viable to help people come first and foremost to a saving knowledge in Christ. And we're continuing to find ways to get people interested in going back to the house of worship.
Mm-hmm.
We do a lot of different things here at Community Church. One of our biggest events is our alternative to Halloween. And we see a lot of people. We do that 100% for free, pass out hot dogs and candy everywhere. We provide 10 plus bounce houses and just have a lot of fun while having church.
Good. Now, for the listeners out there, if they want to keep up with Pastor Epps or keep up with the Community Missionary Baptist Church and the events that you have going on in your service times, or if they want to make a donation of clothing or monetary donation to assist in all the efforts that you have for the community, how can they keep up with you on social media?
Listen, our church's website is communitymbc.org. And guys, let me tell you, you can go on there and catch us live on Sundays on our at both services. Our social media, Facebook, as well as Instagram and YouTube, is at My Community MBC. The @ My Community MBC. And that's for Facebook, Instagram, as well as YouTube. Our job fair is listed under Twitter under second, and that's at second, the number 2 in the Chance CMBC. So at Second Chance CMBC.
Awesome, awesome. All right, Pastor Epps, well, it has definitely been a pleasure speaking with you today on this awesome event, the Second Chance Job and Resource Fair. And I just pray that you just have an overwhelming response of participants that come out and get hired and get new clothing and learn how to get a house and get those resumes updated and get those voter registrations going. And I just pray that God blesses it beyond what you could ever imagine or think. So I'm encouraging everyone, all listeners, please make sure you make yourself to the Community Missionary Baptist Church on Saturday, August 27th from 9 a.m. until 1 p.m. for the Second Chance Job and Resource Fair. Pastor Epps, it has been a pleasure speaking with you.
The pleasure has been all mine. I am so proud of what God is doing with, in, and through you. And may the works that you do continue to bring glory to God and also educate people. You are a phenomenal woman of God, and I thank God for this privilege.
Thank you so much. And before we go, it is now time for God's text message of the day. Before Sprint, T-Mobile, AT&T, or Metro PCS had text messaging, God had given us the greatest text message of all, and that is the word of God. And we need to find ourselves forwarding that word out so that others can be blessed by what God has to say to his people. And then we must reply to God's text message by applying it to our lives so that others can see God's good work in us. Today, God's text message of the day comes from Proverbs 22:4, and it says, by humility and the fear of the Lord are riches and honor and life. All right, that's God's text message of the day. Make sure you let somebody know about it so that they can be blessed. And don't forget, you can tune into the Inspirational Diva Show every Saturday on Facebook at the Inspirational Diva Show and on YouTube at the Inspirational Diva Show. Remember, if nobody has told you, remember that I love you, Jesus loves you, and there ain't a thing that you can do about that. Until next time, y'all be blessed. Bye. Thank you, Pastor Epps.
God bless. Bye.
Home Care Network brings healthcare in the comfort of your home. Our skilled nurses can cover everything that you would get in a hospital, from wound care management, pulmonary and cardiac care, medication management, and physical, occupational, speech therapy, x-rays, and more. Home Care Network has 3 locations in Desoto, Rockwall, and Palestine. Visit homecarenetwork.com or on Facebook at Home Care Network TX. Home Care Network, the care you need in the comfort of your home.